Guys, deluded gooner. Now, I've promised to tell you guys, document as I change my opinion, or not necessarily change my opinions, as I have different thoughts. You saw, and I'll do this for Rashford and Kylian and Mbappe. You saw, in fact, just to quickly touch upon them so you get the point. Remember in the summer I said to you, I think Kylian's a level above him, but they're both in the same bracket, because if Kylian doesn't go and score these 20-odd goals again, and Rashford, for argument's sake, did, it spins the argument on his head. Clearly, you see in Kylian, he looks like he's going to get them 20 goals, and he's different. We knew he was different, but he's different. For me, he's a level above Rashford. No disrespect to Rashford, because I rate him highly. But you also saw a video about me talking about Morata, Lacazette, and Romelu Lukaku, and I said I was 90% sold on Lacazette, 100% sold now, to be honest with you. I'm very impressed. Very impressed with his debut. But it's the game we actually lost. It was the game we lost to Stoke. I saw him weights Shawcross. I was like, alright, cool. This guy is physically up for this. I knew he was a good footballer until he came here. Obviously, similar to what I said about Alexis, when you actually see them at your club and can watch them, you realise how good they are technically. The link-up play is there. The physicality, which I saw from the day jump. The physicality, especially because he's not the biggest of men. He reminds me a bit of Defoe in that. A bit of Defoe and Ian Wright. Just on throwing his body around, weights and guys. You saw him move up Manchester United defenders as well. He's physically on this. His link-up play is good. He's a technically good footballer. He can actually score free kicks and stuff. I don't know why he doesn't take them. He's good, man. The link-up play is there. The variety in link-up play is there. Whether it's short, whether it's long, whether it's pulling into the channels, working the channels, which we don't take advantage of because he makes some lovely runs. His movement is quality. I'm sold on Lacazette. But can I really say he's better than Lukaku? And I say this why, because I believe clearly if you use your eyes, his hold-up play is better than Lukaku's. I was actually shocked when I realised Lukaku's hold-up play is not levels, not as good as I thought it was. He hoodwinked me a bit, no disrespect, I rate him. Yeah, I think he's a better footballer than Lukaku. I think he links up very well. He links up better than Lukaku. I think he's a better passer. I think he's just a general better player. I don't need to act like I'm one of these experts for you guys. But can I really be saying he's a better player if Lukaku turns around and gets 20 goals? Now, it doesn't make sense, does it? Because say what you want about Lukaku, we know his link-up play and all these things aren't the best, but strikers' bread and butter is goals. If he scores, barring a miracle, and I'd hope that's the case, barring a miracle, you'd expect him to get 20 goals or 16, 18, 20 goals for Manchester United, because that's what he's been near enough doing, give or take, not specifically, but give or take at the other clubs and at Everton, he's been doing that. Strikers, that's what you're judged on, whether he's scoring against Z-list Premier League sides, it doesn't matter, he's scoring goals at the end of the day. And yeah, you have a striker who's, regardless of what you say, is going to get 20 goals, or similar to what we've had with Giroud, a striker that's good for the link-up play, that's a very good team player. We've seen this throughout many generations, not just him, and even now, there's many strikers better than Lacazette that you can say this for. The link-up play is good, the running is good, he's a good footballer, an intelligent footballer, but he doesn't get 20 goals or whatever to take us to the next level, or never take us to the next level, to be that guy which we've needed. Can I really be screaming one's a better striker than the other? Strikers' bread and butter is goals. It's bread and butter is goals, making a difference in vital moments. If one is going to do that over the other, how can I say that? And I'm not saying Lukaku is going to do that over Lacazette by any stretch of the imagination. I believe Lacazette can score goals in important moments, which he has. I'm just showing you guys that I'm trying to think of it from both angles. Like, I can't really, doesn't make sense me screaming he's a better player. It's like, let's take Benzema and Cavani. If you ask me what's the better player, I'm going to say Benzema. Benzema's near enough getting, okay, don't get stuck up on 20 goals, people. Benzema's near enough getting double figures, a convincing return, right? More or less playing there as much as he can, playing with Ronaldo and these sort of guys, as good as he can, right? He's getting that. We know his link-up play and all of these things are on point. But do you really expect Benzema to make the difference for Madrid per se? You don't necessarily. Versus someone like Cavani, who his link-up play is good, but it might not be Benzema's level, but he's going to score. He might miss a hella chances, but you could say 89th minute, he might just bag you a goal that gets you 3 points you didn't deserve, or stops you from losing the game you deserve to lose, and things like that. Or if there's a cup final, who is more likely to score that goal? Do you get my thinking, guys? So, like, I really can't be screaming one's better than the other, to be honest with you. I believe Lacazette is better than him, but I need Lacazette to show me these goals, man. For me, because it's his first season, if he shows me 16 minimum in the league, because of how Wenger's doing him dirty, taking him off, and all of these things, and we're playing poor, there's something to work with from his first season. But there's something to work with. But another way I was looking at it is, okay, say he gets 16 and Lukaku gets 20. Can I be valid in saying Lacazette is better because he's gone and done it in France? People will say France isn't the Prem, but I mean, come on now, he can only deal with what he was playing with. So I don't know, man. I've got a lot of time for Lacazette. I believe he can definitely play a lot better. He's shown so much, man. He's physically on this in the Premier League. He presses very well. His variety in link up, short and long, like I've said, is very good, man. He makes good runs off the shoulders of defenders, but he's not always found. That's where we're selling him short. He's not afraid to work for the team or work the channels. How he played against Chelsea and Liverpool were very committed performances, but they're different. Look, Chelsea was a team play. It was a team thing. So was Liverpool. But you saw him getting amongst it and doing a job and sacrificing himself for the team. He's shown he's a big player, that big game player. To play at any of the top 6, you have to be on big games. So he's shown that. Like I said, he's not afraid to work for the team. He's technically very sound, and I would say he tries to be a bit too precise at times, which I do like, because we love that at Arsenal. We love playing football, but I want him to be, especially with his shooting, sometimes he tries to be a bit precise. I want him to be a bit like Kane. We know Lacazette's shots to goals is very good, but Kane's very much gun-ho. I actually think him and Kane technically are very levels as well, but Kane I can't really be screaming that because Kane is Kane. Kane's my guy, and Kane's scoring these goals, and has been, and is just sick. But what I was trying to say before I started gassing Kane's on this, you don't shoot, you don't score, you don't buy a ticket to the rave, you don't draw no numbers sort of stuff. He's banging it from anywhere. I'd like to see a bit more of that from Lacazette at times, especially. We need to give him service, man. He doesn't, I wouldn't say necessarily relies on service, but typically strikers are going to play better if you give them service. He only shot once against Liverpool or something like that, but he didn't get service. But yeah, man, it's at times like that you also see Kane will just drop and try and bang it for Spurs if it doesn't happen. I like how he slotted in well on the pitch. He's obviously got an appreciation and understanding with his teammates and works for them. But off the pitch, especially with the young players, Rene Adelaide and Maitland-Niles, you saw them doing the handshake thing when we scored. He's linked up well. Of course, we're never gonna see them in their personal life and how they link up all the time. But it's nice to know that he's slotted in and things like that. When you look at Alexis from day one, there's been problems off the field, but he's been a very good player on it. So yeah, in regards to big games as well, I've been impressed, man. Let's just touch upon that quickly. Physically strong, scored against United and gave them them defenders stress. I know most United fans will admit that he was wasting guys, he was giving guys problems. Ultimately, he took the 3 points, but that's what he got. Throwing around Vertonghen and them man there versus Spurs, and was central to our pressing with the front three. And he obviously got an assist. He was very important versus Everton as well with that front three. You saw him move up Shawcross. He got an assist versus Liverpool. A lovely back heel as well, which shows how good he is linking up. He fought for the team as well up front versus Liverpool. Chelsea 0-0. But I want you to look at it in that. If you go back and look at how he played, he was central to the press and he really worked well for the team. These sort of games, it's not necessarily about you. Of course, you want the strikers to make the difference, and he has to be that guy. It's about working for the team and getting a result. We haven't got a result in these games 9 times out of 10. So yeah, but you get where I'm going. Defended from the front. He scored versus City as well after coming off the bench. He showed his intentions. I don't know why he didn't start that game. If I remember rightly, he didn't. He didn't start against Liverpool in the first game of the season. You're not going to have enough time to do anything. He was telling others to fix up when we was 1-0 down yesterday as well, which is what I like. Elite mentality. Obviously, he set up Alexis Sanchez versus Spurs. Lovely assist at that. And he got a lovely assist yesterday. Like, he's decent, man. He needs to score more goals ultimately because, like I've said, it don't matter how good of a footballer you are with the link-up play and people getting appreciation for you. You're signed for 52 million. You've got to score goals at the end of the day. And he is our top goal scorer, I believe. But yeah, I don't want him to be a great, like Giroud. He's not going to be like Giroud, but in the sense that great link-up player, great for linking up, great for bringing other players in, but you're not quite that guy that's going to make the difference because strikers make the difference at the end of the day. Like I said, minimum 16 because it's his first league season, and then I want 20 next year. Don't get me wrong, just because I'm saying minimum 16 don't mean I ain't trying to see 20, but we've got to be serious here. It's his first season in the Premier League. We've got to allow, man, a bit. But yeah, man, I don't know any more to be said, so I'm waffling anymore if I keep this longer, guys. But yeah, just quick couple thoughts on Lacazette now that we're halfway through the season, essentially, not technically, but essentially, and we played all the big sides, really. So yeah, man, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest of it.